Thank you guys. I want to welcome you guys back to the Four Wheel Auto Show. I'm your host, Bishop Knight, with my co-host,
Cesar Aguado.
And we're going to be talking about finance, credit, all that good stuff, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is credit. When was the last time you actually looked at your credit, okay? A lot of people, when I was dealing with people in the industry, that was trying to purchase vehicles, I would ask people when the last time you looked at the credit. A lot of people hadn't looked at their credit in years, okay? They had no clue what was on the credit. So my advice would be to you is to at least pull your credit twice a year, okay? And most people don't even know where to get the credit from, their reports from. They go to Credit Karma or some of these other places. I'm going to tell you the best place to get it from is annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. You can get all of your reports. They're free. Okay. You can dispute anything online. There's not a problem there. They'll send you the reports and update you on what's going on. Very good. Now this is the actual site. Okay. So all the rest of those sites people have been going to, those are like third parties. This is the real site you go to. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell people a little bit about the financing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you get ready to finance a vehicle, there's basically two ways. You're either gonna prime finance or you're gonna subprime finance. When you're going through a bank. Okay. Most of the people with great credit have no problem getting a prime rate. Right now the prime rate is about 1.79, I think, or 1.99, and that's a pre-owned vehicle in year. So we're talking about maybe a pre-owned 16, even though I know 16 has just started, or maybe a 15. You can probably get 2% or something like that. Prime rate.
Right.
Okay. As the vehicle gets older in years, the rate typically goes up just a little bit, but if you got the credit, you can still get the prime rate. Now, subprime, whole different story. Okay, subprime financing. A lot of times you have to prove your income,
right,
by W-2s or tax returns or something like that. Bank statements, if you're self-employed, and bring those things in, like proof of residence, stuff like that. But one of the things I tell you, Cesar, is when it comes to subprime financing, there's a lot of lenders out there. There's a lot of lenders that are looking to help people, put people in nice cars. Interest rates are not too bad right now on subprime. I remember back in the day, a subprime loan was 24%.
Right.
Now, they're in the mid to high teens, which is still a little bit high, but for a subprime borrower, that still is a very great rate. Right. When you take in consideration of the cost of cars these days, how long of financing you can get 48 months, 54 months, 60 months, 66 months. You can get 72 months.
I even heard up to 84 months.
You can get up to 84 months.
Right.
So they'll stretch it out for you to try to make it affordable. Okay, because the cost of cars have went up over the last 10 years, and it's still going up. Okay. But when it comes down to the subprime financing, one of the things you want to make sure of, you want to make sure that you get a simple interest loan with no prepayment penalties, okay? And what that means is you only pay for the interest you use as far as the time that you're financing. So let's say, for instance, if you're financing the car for 5 years, and in 2 years you want to pay the car off. Well, you don't pay the rest of that interest. You only pay the principal balance, and that's what you pay off, okay?
Very important.
Very important, very important. So you definitely want to look for those type of loans. And like I said, those are your two bank type financing. But I heard that NextCar has some different financing. What kind of
Right. I was talking with our sponsor, NextCar Autos, with some of their finance specialists out there, and you've heard the saying, Bishop, bad things happen to good people.
Yes, I've heard.
And in this country, credit is everything.
Yes.
And for A or B reason, if something's happened, your credit is not very good. We've helped a lot of people that, for instance, in the state of Texas, you're able to buy a vehicle with no license. We've helped people with no social security, or talking with the group there at NextCar. They have an incredible in-house finance program, and let me explain that program to you. For instance, their whole idea: if you have a job, and if you have proof of income, they look for proof of residency, proof of income, and a down payment. And it doesn't have to be a huge down payment. They can help you get into a vehicle and reestablish your credit. And like we talked about, your credit is extremely important. The whole idea is that you're faithful with your payments, and so that way you are able to reestablish your credit, so that way you can get the vehicle of your dreams. Well, NextCar, they are able to help you do that. With our in-house program, like I said, they're able to help you out. If you're having problems with credit, if nobody's able to help you finance, I know those guys are very, very flexible, very helpful, and you ought to go, and if you have the opportunity, if I'm not mistaken, nextcarauto.com. They're definitely are willing to help you out with our easy finance program. Remember, no social, no license, easy financing. In Spanish, by the way, there's some people out there. They also have a bilingual speaking people. If you need some help, ayuda con financiamiento en español. Para la gente que lo necesita. Hay un dicho que dice, si está respirando y está trabajando con NextCar Autos, se va manejando. O sea que los esperamos a todos, y letting them know, Bishop, about that. They also have a group of finance specialists that they speak Spanish as well to help the Hispanic community.
Yes.
And so they're guys, incredible group of people out there. NextCarAuto.com. I encourage you to go and visit them. They definitely will be able to help you out. Remember, no license, no social, bad credit, it doesn't matter. If you're working and you're breathing, they're going to help you drive the same day. Okay?
Hey, Cesar, I have a question. Do they have a streamlined process as far as the application is concerned?
Extremely simple.
How
Yeah,
does that
when I
work?
was talking to their finance specialist, the process is simple. When you come into the dealership, you're going to come into the store, you fill out an application. The great thing is less than 5 minutes, they're going to get you an approval. Why? Because they have their own financing. So that once you fill out the application, then the next step, you're going to go and pick the vehicle that you like, test drive it. If you like the vehicle and you like the numbers that they give you, then you're driving out the same day. So that's how
great.
committed they are
Yeah.
to help the community, and the community here in Houston and surrounding areas, Bishop. Great people at NextCar.
Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Hey, guys, we're going to take a break right quick. Let our sponsor speak. We'll be back in just a few moments, okay?